Hello guys, welcome back. So this is Neve from Coding as Fun. So today we'll be talking about Java. Okay, Java is a very simple programming language which is vastly used right now nowadays, shall I say? So and it is also very simple and an easy language to understand. Say suppose now you speak English, right? You are learning Spanish to speak. That might be a bit difficult, right? But that is a new language. So computer languages are the same scenarios with computer languages. So there's Python and C++, Java, HTML, and all of these languages. So now you might see some similarities between many different languages. Actually, all the languages. Say suppose I am saying this right now. I am going to the market. In French, it might not be said the same, but it has the same meaning. The same case is with computer languages and programming languages, right? So today I'll be telling you about Java. So first of all, I before starting this, make sure that you have Java installed in a computer. So now I'll start and also you have it added to your path. Now I'll open Notepad. So first of all, I'll import. No, let us make this just a beginner friendly program. So just first of all define a class. Every Java program has to have a class. We'll name it. This program will basically take out the circumference of a circle. Circumference. Right. So I like public static void main string. Now what we do usually is write inside this public static void main string args. Okay, this is a simple thing. No, nothing over here to understand for starting. So now first of all I'll define a double. So as we know, we have different types of data types like double, then integer, then float, then long, and boolean. Yeah, there are just only five that I know of. Okay, then double, integer, float, long, and boolean. Okay, so double will store decimal values, small decimal values. Then integer will store 32-bit, to be very precise, 32-bit numeric values. Then float will store long decimal values, big decimal values. Well, then long will store 64-bit numeric values, and boolean can only store true or false, nothing else. Okay, so these are 5 simple data types that you should basically know of. Okay, no. So over here, if you see in some of your questions, radius might not always be a small number. It might be a double. Okay, it might be a double, right? So it might be a decimal value. So right now we are using double r. So let us first define pi. Okay, pi is what? 3.14. Okay, now we also have an r, circumference. So now if radius is in decimal, 3.14 pi is in decimal. Now, so there are most of the times circumference would also be a double. So we are writing circumference and a double. Alright, no, we are not making this program to get user input, are we? No, we are not doing that. So we'll make double pi, and then we'll delete this. We'll write integer r, or we'll write double. So we'll change the values over here. So make it 26 and 58 over here, 85, 58, anything, right? So now what is the circumference over here? Circumference is basically 2 into pi into r. Now if you want, you can just skip this section. You can just skip this section and make this a double. Make this a double. Remove this, write 3.14 and then write whatever the radius you want to write. That will be 385.625, and then we'll put a semicolon. We'll write system dot out dot println will print the circumference. So this is a very beginner friendly and simple program. So what this does is it multiplies all of them and then prints out that system.print.ln. System.out.print ln is basically a simple command that is used in Java to print something, right? That's all. So now this is a very simple 4-line program we have to write. Now I'll save it. Make sure you save it where all of the other files are there of Java. You have stored where you have stored all the other files of Java, and then write and make sure that your name is as same as of your class. So this is circumference. I'll change it to circumference underscore circle underscore 2. Okay, so now the name of the file that I save it as, it should be the same. Let me tell you what will happen if it's not the same. Right, so I'll first of all save it with the same name and then I'll tell you what will happen. Java JDA bin, and make sure you save it with the .java extension. Okay, .java. Save. Now I'll go to my file explorer, see where and then I'll open with my file is. So as you can see, the file is the file is right over here. Now it has no dot class because it hasn't been compiled yet. Okay, I'll open cmd, I'll type cd space, I'll shift insert. So this will change the directory to over here. Okay, now Java C is a simple line, a simple word that is used to compile a program we write. This Java compiler checks that if there is a problem or not. Okay, I'll write circumference, and this is my file name with the extension of .java. Okay, and enter it. Java will say, see if there is any mistake. If no, then we'll just move on. Then we'll have to write, to run this file we have to write Java, simple Java, then circumference 2, and then now if you see over here, there also be a class of circumference circle 2 which was not there before. This only happens once you compile. Okay, and right, so now this prints out the value. Okay, now let us change it a bit. Okay, change it in a different manner. Change it to ask the input from the user. That seems fun, right? So we'll write import java.util.scanner. So scanner, import as the word suggests, it imports this file scanner. Scanner is a file which allows us the programmers to take input from the user running the program. Now for this to work, I'll obviously have to remove all of this code and start from scratch. Now write double pi equals 1.34, then r, and CIR, that's circumference. Okay, if you want you can write whole circumference, but that will also change the name of the variable. Make sure you change it everywhere. Then we'll write scanner sc equals new scanner system. Now we'll write what will we write? Right, r equals to So first of all we'll ask the user to give us the radius. Whatever the radius is, the user will give. Enter the radius of the circle. Right. So now r equals to sc dot next double the D capital. I'll tell you what all this is that I'm doing right now. Let C, so CIR equals 2 into pi into R semicolon. Then I'll write system dot out dot print ln. Now we'll write the circumference of the circle is so. Alright, this is a simple program. Okay, now you just have to understand this. Scanner, as I told you over here, the scanner is a class that allows us to take input from the user. Now we are using scanner sc. Sc is the name of the variable. You can change it, okay, but make sure you change it over here too. Now I write new scanner. Scanner sc, that means this class sc will be the new scanner over here, system.m. Okay, this is how you basically declare a variable. Declare a new scanner file. Okay, then you write system.print.ln, and then we ask the user the input. Now after this it says r equals to, that means the radius is equals to whatever the user has printed over here. Now I have written double over here because I have written double over here. Or we can say that because we are referring r as not an integer, nor a float, nor a long, nor a boolean, but a double. So we are referring to it to as a double over here too. Okay. Now we are writing circumference. Circumference, as we know, is 2 pi r. That means 2 into pi into r. The same thing I have written over here. Now if you want, you can remove this double pi and equals to 3.14 and just simply write 3.14 over here. That won't make a difference. But just to be more clear about what this 3.14 is, we write pi. Now if you system.print.out.println is basically a simple command, as I told before too, that this is a simple command that just prints out some values. Okay, very simple command. I'll save this. Now every time before I run, after I make changes, I'll obviously have to compile it. No problems in this file. I'll run it. It asks for the circle of the radius of the circle, and then it shows this. Now let us check with Google if what I have done is correct or not. We'll write circumference of circle calculator. Right. So now Google opens this for us. So over here I entered 256. So it shows 1608.5, 1607.68. Now this happened because I was using there's a difference of one number over here because we use 3.14 over here as pi and not 22 divided upon 7. That is a perfect value of pi, not 3.14. Because see, if you calculate 22 divided by 7, and this is this big number. Okay, this makes the difference of that one, and it's, if you see, it's not even the difference of whole one. Okay, but if I change this pi to 22.00 divided by 7.00, and let me tell you why did I do this 0.00. First of all, I'll run this, compile, then I'll run 256. See, now the value changes to this till this point. Okay, now the value over here is right. Okay, now the value coming over here is basically right. Now let me also tell you why did I do this 00. I'll just type system dot out dot print ln, and I'll just print out pi over here. Okay, so I'll save this, and well then I'll compile it, and well then I'll run this. See, now it's showing this 3.14, but just see what happens if I remove if I remove these two zeros and this point. Okay, and now compile it. So first of all, I have to enter a value. Right, I'll compile it, no errors. Then I'll run this. See, this shows 3.0. And well, this is because when there are two integers, double will cut out, and the value will be, of course, rounded off to 3.0. I hope you like this video, and if you did, please do subscribe. Okay, and please practice all of these.